This episode is being recorded out of Shop Talk Podcast Studios in Oak Park, Michigan. For more information, visit www.shoptalkpod.com.
You are now entering the Corner Pocket. This podcast is no holds barred, where nothing is off limits, with special and legendary guests from all walks of life. Prepare to be informed and laugh your ass off. Here's Gary T and DJ Freeze.
Yeah.
Jump ship Freeze, where we at?
Oh man, episode 33.
I was looking at the Tito's.
Oh, man, shame on me. I'm sorry.
I normally don't drink vodka, but I'll take a shot.
Usually I don't do this, but
Keep the party going.
I'm serious. The first time I ever got drunk was on vodka. That's the first time I ever got sick.
you want to touch on ice?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I usually go straight.
You doing the Freeze model.
Y'all tapped the bar?
We already said grace.
Grace.
Come on, you can do it again. Say grace.
Say grace. Like, Lord, thank you for
Say grace. All right.
I knew this was going to
I
be
love
a
it.
good
I love
interview.
it. I love it.
I knew this was.
Oh, man. Y'all don't know what y'all in for.
Oh, man.
Y'all done been set up.
No, I listened to your album, man. I listened to the album, and I listened to, I said, it's free today. Free
The
came
Free
out
is
today.
Listen to whose album?
His album.
Wow.
Who?
Oh, Ron Gilmore Jr.
At the show, I do
I'm
it. I do this funny shit. I'll be like, say my fucking name.
Yes.
Ron Gilmore Jr.
Yes.
Where we at? June,
Dang,
shit, when you didn't work today, you forget the date.
Yeah, man. Today's the
June 10th.
Today's the 10th.
June 10th.
Yep, 61019, June 10th, 2019, episode 33. 33?
Yes, sir. 33.
We're getting there.
We
Wow.
can ring numbers now.
Wow. That means I got to come back on episode 133.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
You got to put
Hopefully
it in
we
the
got
phone.
enough money to give out free shit on that.
Man, all I got to say is, in the house tonight, we got Ron Gilmore Jr. If y'all haven't heard this brother's album or his new stuff coming out, I implore you to listen to it.
Ron Gilmore.
Man.
What is that? Interscope Records, correct?
Nah.
That
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I want to hear this.
Well, okay. So I'm signed as a producer to Dreamville, but as far as an artist, I'm independent.
Yes.
the way to be,
I was saying Ron Gilmore
I'm
Jr.
I'm glad to correct me.
No, it's cool.
Yes,
A lot of
yeah.
people think I be signed and shit. I'm just like, no, I'm independent.
Yeah.
You got to buy my shit for real.
Yes.
We actually cut the album off before you walked in.
Yeah.
Because it was like one of them, it was good music, but wasn't no women in here.
Yeah.
It was one of them songs.
Yeah. I feel you.
That's some good music, man. Yeah, that's
Very
good. That's it's R&B is like, I ain't gonna say it's drowned. There's a lot of good R&B out there, especially from Europe, but that's dope, man. Neo always wins. Should I call it Neo or?
I don't know. I think you call it whatever you want to call
We
it.
give everything a Neo title, don't we?
Yeah, you do. Cause like I always be calling stuff neo soul when it has that vibe to it. Like it got that soulful vibe to it. I didn't mean like I don't ever want to be disrespect nobody in music because I love music, but it just get that vibe. Like man, like I told my wife, I said, listen to this. Listen to the car bang you this weekend. She's like, this is really good. I said, you think I'm gonna tell you something that's not?
I think
20 years.
as an artist, it's like I let people say what they call it, whatever it is they want to call it.
Yeah.
I don't try to say this is something because then it's gonna box me in.
Gotcha.
And as a producer, musician type of artist, I can do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
And I never want to be boxed in, but people will
put you
do
in a
that.
box.
And I like that. Whatever speaks to you or whatever is good for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, call it whatever you want to call it.
Just play it.
But music is cyclical, though. Like, R&B goes through cycles. If you ever look at R&B, it goes through the cycle of just like, it's really good, and it's pitfalls, and it's really good, and it's pitfalls, and it's really good. People that's not like, I'm still relatively young. I'm like 34, but people that was really around in the 80s and 70s, they probably couldn't attest to that shit. Like a whole lot of one-hit wonders. You got like Michael Jackson, and then like that's pop, but that's set off a whole. Like a whole time period of shit that music that we all get. My bad.
Yeah.
So that's what to me is like we just going through pitfalls, and I think we went through kind of a pitfall, and I think now though it's a reemergence because there's people that can sing. There's artists out here that can really do it and that sound good, that have good production, and are writing about things that are going on in their lives. And I mean that's like important. That's what it's really all about, right? So I think it's just like it's an emergence. The thing is that with like even trap music. I say that about trap too. Trap isn't new. Like trap is old. I used to look like if you listen to Mr. I'm from Nashville. We used to listen to shit like Mr. Big and all that shit and old 8-Ball MJG records. All that old shit. To us, that was the trap. It's the same 808s and high, even 3-6 Mafia.
Like, you was pretty much up on Young Buck when he was a Young Buck.
When he was Young Buck, yes, I was up on Young Buck when he was Young Buck.
Because he about the only one from Nashville that's...
Yeah, well, you know...
My generation.
Yeah, I would say also was Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a Memphis thing.
South, so
that's
I was
down about that.
It's people that come out of Nashville. It's a lot of rappers come out of Nashville. And a lot of talent in Nashville. But the thing about it, if you think about it, is the country music. I mean, music in Nashville, period. I don't want to do no promotion for these niggas if they not paying you. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
don't worry about it. I just want you on the corner, man. Rock the bells for eating this red beans and rice.
But no, you know, Nashville, you know, 3/4 of the economy was made up by music at one point, and it's all one genre of music that comes out of there. So you know, musicians moved to Nashville from all over the world because it's. At the time, and I mean, even still now, if you look at it in relation to other places, it doesn't cost a lot to live there. And you can make a living being a musician. You know, you can do country sessions and make a living. It was a time in Nashville, and still kind of is, where you can go and really be a career musician. So that is what adds to the, to the musical background of Nashville. Nashville, not Memphis, but like Nashville.
I've never been to Memphis, Nashville, or Tennessee.
Wow.
You gotta go, man.
You got to.
Yeah, but
Nashville's beautiful.
Yeah, and the music history is really rich. The thing is that the other side of it, the music that we all do, and in the black community, the African American community, that music doesn't get highlighted. It doesn't get to reach out and get out of Nashville. You know, that's why people have to move or go other places.
You have to.
But that's that's kind of been the story of Nashville. But then you get a cat like me that comes along, and I'm like old school and I'm new school. I'm fresh with the shit. You know, I'm a musician, but also a producer. You know, and I'm finding my voice being an artist. So it's like, man. Now we have like somebody that can really bridge the gap, and not to say that I'm the best artist to ever come out of Tennessee or Nashville, but just to say I can bridge the gap between all of these things, and hopefully with the help of the scene from Nashville, get us to like a higher place. You know, get us to where we can get more recognition and then create more opportunities. You know.
Yes.
So, where did Little Ron come from?
Little Ron came from. Okay, if you look at the picture of my album cover, The Maturation of Little Ron, I'm sitting on there looking really mad. Like,
you are
pissed, right? That's a true story. I was really pissed, and I remember why I was pissed. But I think something like one day one of my homies I was hanging out with, and she was like, "Oh, look at Little Ron." I was like, "That's perfect." And even that series like of albums, the Little Ron series is all about like the maturation of Little Ron, and I just wanted to show growth from the perspective of looking at a little kid grow up. And, you know, that's all it is. This little mad kid, like, what is he mad about?
Like, man,
you know,
because I usually people get called little. It's either their daddy had the same name or their ex was mad at them.
Yeah.
My
exes ain't mad at me. Hello. What is this bill for?
Really, that's what we read. But now I saw that there and laughed.
Was something fantastic.
No. I will say this. My father's name is Ron, but they don't call me Little Ron though.
Okay.
Damn.
You produced the whole album?
Yeah, except for one track. My homeboy Smoke Lucas, John Lucas did, but I did the whole thing though. Yeah.
Man,
John Lucas. What you said? Who?
John Lucas, not Joyner. No,
I thought you meant related to the basketball player. John.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was about that said too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, the first thing about that, the maturation of Lil Ryan, you didn't sing on it though, did you?
I sung one song.
One song. That's what I'm about to say. I'm like, if he's on here, it's got to be one song. But you had a whole bunch he was like a Dre album. What I mean by that is like the Chronic.
Feature.
Chronic, like, even though the Chronic was Dre, it really was Snoop's album. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like your album, you featured everyone else, but the musician, the production on it was on point. You did all the production, like you said, except for one with Smoke. Yeah. Which one did Smoke do?
There's one called Don't You Know.
Oh, okay.
Artist name,
a lot of features. That's pretty. That's
Mario Dion.
I love albums like that. That's like that Robert Glasper route. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, he really inspired me to do that. Really, even before him though, is Roy Hargrove.
Oh yeah.
I came up in a time maybe a little bit before Robert Glasper was Robert Glasper, like as we all know him today.
Yeah.
But to me, Roy Hargrove was the first in the RH Factor. That was the first album that I heard, and I was like, "Wow, this is a musician. He's a session musician. He can play, but he also has like other people on the record." That was dope. That was the one that really.
It was really the great Quincy Jones. We just let. Stuff overlook it.
It was really Quincy. In my generation, in my era, because when Quincy was doing that, like with the hip hop records, I was too young to really be hip.
To my back on the block.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
won a Grammy for that.
Yeah, he did, and I was too young to be hip to like Big Daddy Kane and all this stuff. I heard about that like later. You know what I'm saying? Like later on, but even coming up, I just wasn't old enough to be hip.
Do you do your homework?
As far as what?
Music history.
Yeah.
Music history. I do it more so now that I'm an adult.
What I mean by homework, I'm not talking. I mean, like, do you go back and are you a music junkie? Do you play the old, some Marvin, some?
Yeah, I know. Well, you got to keep in mind, I'm a musician first. So as being a keyboard player, I used to go play gigs. So even when I was young, like I would do top 40 gigs and it'd be like old school. Like, so my musical knowledge as far as the old school goes, I got a pretty good wealth of knowledge. As far as it just depends on what we're talking about. Are we talking about Marvin Gaye? Are we talking about like "Here, My Dear" or "What's Going On"?
Well, you said "Here, My Dear." I'll leave you alone.
Right. Like, no one mentioned that one.
"Here, My Dear." Like, I'm a big Marvin. I got a Marvin verse tattooed on my arm.
Oh, that's dope.
And I grew up with Stevie Wonder.
What's your verse on there?
From "God Is Love."
Okay.
Don't go and talk about my father. God is my friend. Jesus is my friend.
It's the baddest. He the baddest soul brother God ever made.
That's how I feel.
In my book.
It was a lot of them though, but that's kind of what I really love. And, Stevie Wonder. I'm a huge Stevie Wonder fan.
Yes, indeed.
Huge Stevie Wonder. I grew up. It was between him and Stevie Wonder, and then my mom was listening to like Luther and Babyface.
Okay.
But check it. My brother though gave me my first tape, and it was NWA. It was straight out of Compton. And I was like 6 years old. I had to have been 6 years old.
Yeah.
He gave me that tape. I used to bump that shit. And then right after that, CDs came out, and my first CD was Kwame. I don't know if you know about Kwame.
Do we know about Kwame?
I'm just saying.
The boy Genius?
I'm just saying, like, these are some of my early influences. So I had
Polka Dot.
It was really kind of like a communal thing because I would be with my mom and she would be listening to what she did, and then I would be with my brother and he would listen to what he did. Then with my friends, it was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
cup
more.
Another
cup.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, another cup. So as far as doing my homework, I just grew up with the shit. Like,
That's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing.
What's the features on it? Because the single released today.
Yeah, the second single released today, which is free.
I bumped the
first one, Talking.
Maturation yesterday, and that's
yeah. It's what? It was my first effort as a producer, like to do my own thing and write all the songs too. Wow. I wanted to just, me personally, that album, I just really wanted to get into the writing thing. That was my first time ever really trying to write an album. And I wrote every song, except for that one that Smoke produced.
Yeah.
I wrote every song on that album. And that's really what my goal and purpose was in doing that. To show how to highlight myself as a producer, obviously, but to also be like, listen to the words of the shit,
Are you in my shit only mode as far as producing, or do you take other music?
No. I mean, nah. Honestly, I'm not even like that. I'm more so like I'm for sale. Like anybody.
Oh, you sitting in between two producers. I was selling them niggas right.
Oh yeah. I feel you. No. I feel like it's whatever because it's music, man. It's just music. We ain't talking about like brain surgery.
Right.
We talking about fucking music, bro. So collaborations and all that shit that's normally very weird in music. I am not like that because
what's wrong with weird?
I'm not talking about as far as sound. As far as like me being a person that only wants to work on my beats.
Stubborn BS. Yeah.
Bullshit. Yeah. Because it's like, bro, I'm a student of music.
There you go.
And even on the spiritual level, like whatever that energy is, it like flows through me. So I have to yield to that energy. So it's like whoever I come in contact with or whoever I meet, I feel like I'm supposed to meet them.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we work, we do. If we don't, I'm still supposed to meet you. So
that's it.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
I think it's just time for something new in the industry, and I think that will bring back more of the things that we all love, being older people and looking at the music industry as it. Because I know how it is. I really understand because I came from that. I grew up with older music. And so when I listen to this shit, one part of me is like, man, I don't like anything. I don't like anything that I hear. It's very hard. But another part of me that, like I said, that grew up with it, that came up with hip hop and all this shit.
When you say you don't like anything, what was you?
That is a reference into like the musician side of me.
Okay.
That comes from the Stevie and the Marvin. Oh, your phone going on.
Your phone was going off.
Your phone.
Hit decline, folks. But yeah.
But I'm on the podcast.
Yeah, he's doing the podcast right now.
Right.
Okay. I'm supposed to block it. I usually do not disturb. But I did this time.
Okay.
Who's your dream artist to work with? Flat out. Real quick. Boom.
Besides Stevie, because Stevie is his favorite. I know
It might happen. Stevie works with everybody. Even
Stevie,
I would.
Stevie don't hate.
No, Stevie
Honestly,
don't get
I would
Stevie
honestly
performed at Nipsey Hussle funeral.
I know.
Yeah, I would honestly really love to work with Stevie Wonder. I really would love to work. Dang, y'all said it.
Yeah.
You spoke it into existence.
You know, I wish it would, people like, man, like Stevie Wonder or like Brandy and Monica.
Oh, wow.
Like the old, I really love like that kind of R&B.
You like that, the mid-90s.
Yeah, I really
Had a chance
do.
at Brandy.
Yeah.
Freeze almost.
But someone like that, man, like a Bill Withers, just someone that that's just like legendary and iconic, man. Even someone like Stevie Nicks, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
Stevie Nicks, man. We Are the World.
Yeah, sure. That's my girl, Fleetwood Mac.
Dreams, bro.
Dreams.
Hey,
Dreams that did what's my name? Players only love you when they're
she had a big impact on Jimmy Iovine.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Big impact.
That's a big impact. Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah, just say it just like that.
The Flying Ones is a classic.
But yeah, it really is. That really inspired me a lot too. But I really want to work in that capacity with people like that. As far as the younger generation, I honestly would love to work with anyone who's really trying to do music justice and not just trying to be out here and look like they're doing it justice or get off on the hype, because I care about the music first. It's first and foremost, and anything else is just anything else, But
I'm sick of beat it up R&B. I'm so sick of that shit.
Man,
I don't listen to that mess, man.
What you mean beat it up R&B? What do you mean by that?
Okay, I'm like my
go for it.
Like I think what he said is, back in the day, you just have to finesse some woman to get out the panties. Now it's like, give me some pussy. This. You know what I'm saying? Give me this. Give me that. Give me that.
Beat it up.
Beat it up. You know what I'm saying? Beat it up.
Wash
Beat it up.
machine.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I invented sex. It's like, dude, it's like, okay.
Do you all think that's reflective of society as far as just our culture?
No, it's really what they know. They being experts of their experience.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They really are.
I just, in a way is, it is part of society, but it's also like, the artistry behind it is gone though. It's like, one of the thing about the music back then, Marvin Gaye on Let's Get It On, he talking about let's have sex, but the way he said it was poetic and it was sweet, where you can say it in front of their parents and they
he said it was about let's having sex. You're right. But at the beginning, he said, I've been really trying.
Yeah, right.
Hold that.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to be real with y'all though. I think it's just all generational, and it's all like based on punk experience. Because if you think about it, those kids that were listening to Marvin Gaye, when Marvin Gaye was coming up, their parents was telling them, don't listen to this.
True.
All those homies that were singing about all the, like, Minnie Riperton did Come Inside My Love.
Oh,
hell,
yeah.
We were just listening to Marvin Gaye. I want to be where you are. And it got a woman in the back.
Hey, I want to be where you are.
It got a woman in the back.
Let me tell you,
bro,
man.
Their parents was not letting them listen to that.
Let me tell you, I want to be where you are. That's on I Want You album.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and put this on the floor.
Okay.
Eat while I talk. Right? Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. You could.
Leon Ware had the sexiest ink pen in R&B history.
Hey, listen.
From Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Him and Marvin Gaye sat down and wrote the I Want You album. That was the sexiest ink pen I ever heard in my life. That was the baddest motherfucking ink pen I ever.
I'm only gonna say my favorite is. You know what my favorite is? Very white.
But I'm talking about that album.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that album.
God rest his beautiful soul, because he recently
Leon Ware?
Yeah.
It just passed
did,
like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit, Michigan, man.
Yeah. That album was a sexy ass album, hands down. Hands down. That album was a sexy ass album, hands down.
Oh, with the Good Times background.
Yeah. What's my man who did it? What's the painting?
Ernie Barnes. So it was
Yeah.
that was just that, and I wanna get to know you.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
And that album was just
And we were riding up here like, man, like, because every time I open the show, I open up and I do like someone's song that's from Detroit, or significant, or not Detroit, but someone that's whatever city. And so I was like, man, like, it's so many people to choose from. And if you really think about it, black culture is really connected musically to Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Don't get me started.
a lot of people come out here. As far as beat it up music, like, to me, it's just evolving.
beat it up.
I love it. To me, that shit just evolving, and it's and now we're in a new era where people express themselves a certain way. It's, to me, sometimes I feel like it's indignant of the culture, like that, but I feel like at the same time it's not. That's just what is pushed. Just like always, what has been pushed is not necessarily what we want to be pushed. It's true. You have record labels. You have people that have agendas that want to sell us a thing, and they've been selling us this same thing. It's just evolving, just like slavery in and of itself. It didn't end. It just evolved.
Hit that bell, man.
You understand what I'm saying? So this kid singing about Beat It Up is kind of the same as Marvin Gaye singing about Let's Get It On. If you look at it, but but to get at you, I understand, like I said, as a musician, I understand both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? It's my nature too, because as a musician growing up with Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder and all these great influences, I listen to this shit. That's why I said on one side of me doesn't like anything, because I'm a real artist, and I really grew up with that shit, and I got a lot of respect for it. So when I hear and it's not simplicity. It's really, because simplicity can be beautiful. True. But when I hear the lack of work and thought that goes into the music,
that's where I'm
that's the thing that I don't like.
That's where I'm taking it.
And people want that. People want to be able to relate. Yes. And that's why people do more simple music. That's more catchy, and the lyrics are more simple, because we don't believe as artists that everybody can relate to our deep, more introspective selves. And much more less than that, you have record labels who definitely don't believe in that shit. They believe that we want to sell you a thing, and the thing that sells in the black community is sex, drugs, and trauma. If you got trauma, you selling something. That's why I gotta fuck your girl in order for me to be something. That's why something gotta happen. That's why it gotta be cause and effect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you took it there. Thank you.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's more than just the music. I don't look at it like down on it, because a part of me loves that shit. The part of me, the kid that my brother gave the motherfucking NWA tape to, he loves that shit. I love it.
Beat It Up music is like, it's kind of like Rat and B.
It's we call it Ratchet B.
Ratchet B, because
that's a new genre. I call it that's a new genre. It's called Ratchet B.
Ratchet B. But see, I'm not dissing the sex part. I love the sex part. Sex been in music for years. Yes. I'm saying, because people say, I remember we heard finessing in music. Yeah. Hold on. First of all, I can relate to Beat It Up music, because we got 4 grown men in this room right now, and we all have had plenty moments where we did not have to finesse to get the pussy.
No, true.
Yeah. It was very easy.
Yes. And it was a beat 'em up moment.
Yeah, it was beat 'em up moment.
I just had to show up.
I just had to show up. And bam,
hello.
It's
I'm here.
down.
Show and go.
What you doing? What we doing?
What we doing, right?
And then you leave.
Like
the shake and bake.
Like that meme that came on the TV. If a girl have on this, like she had a halter top, she had the little flip flops on, it had the little boy shorts or whatever, you knew it was going down. It was no question that you were going to pound.
It's true. It's true. You definitely so I can relate, man, but I can definitely understand though the sentiment though, and like I said, what goes along with that. I really can, and I can appreciate both sides of that, argument. Has music, lost something, and being authentic.
All arts have lost something.
Yeah. And the number one thing to me, that people, is capitalism. That's why when I did the maturation,
right after we put that album out, I wrote my next album, The Talking and all that. We literally recorded it that same winter.
Wow.
In 2016.
Okay.
And so
it doesn't sound like that either.
It was right after I read, when I was writing it, I was reading the Malcolm X autobiography. And so, that really opened me up to
Alex Haley.
Yeah. And it's shit about that too. But to see what kind of man he was and to see him be so steadfast in his message and really not like, and his message evolved. He was open enough to allow his message to evolve too.
Detroit Red.
Right, exactly. Into something that was better. And I was reading that while I was writing the album. And the whole album is basically like, yo, we black and money.
Yeah.
Is a thing that I understand that we need. And I get both sides of it, why we need to have it. But at the same time, that capitalism and that love for it and that greed done seeped into every facet of our culture and society. Not just as blacks. Blacks, we was brought here to make money. That's why we the help. But when you talk about every facet of society, the water you drink, the food you eat, the phones, everything, capitalism has crept into it. And why would the arts be any less subjected to that?
Facts.
Arts, all arts,
Yeah.
clothing.
I don't know. I hope this comes out right, but because I know you already somewhere, but you got some miles ahead of you, man. You're going a lot of places, though.
Yeah, but
Man.
Keep us on will call, and we're gonna let us on.
when it's ready to go.
Because I'm glad you brought up that Malcolm X.
You going to show for
us? I'm going tonight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If my buddy say something,
we got you.
Okay. But I would say this because when I listen to Talking, and I was like, dog, that message that people will overlook the message of the song Talking because it's such a nice beat. It's such a cool groove. But everyone's talking, you talking about bitches, you talking about riches, I was like, dog, this is like, it reminded me, and I'm not trying to, I'm not equating it to what's going on, but it's on that level of what's going on. Cause you were talking about what's going on in this city, like what's going on currently, and talking about
that's cool. You did right.
You know what I'm saying?
You comparing the art, not the individual.
Right.
Yeah.
That was cold. I was like, man. And that song, and I was like, okay, what else he got? That's what I was like, oh. Then I listened to Maturation.
Yeah.
And then Free Today. That was just dope. And that's what, when you broke it down, I was like, that makes sense because your message is what's going to separate you from anyone else out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you already musically talented in the mugs. I listen to all that. I'm like, God dang. Okay, he did this. All right.
Yeah. I did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
On the personal level, wife, kids,
Single. I'm single right now.
children.
No children.
Good job.
Groupies.
No children. I want it honestly. Honestly, the way that I look at family and marriage and all that stuff, I don't know if our culture is supposed to subscribe to that. So, I'm waiting for a shift. The shift that's happening right now, it's just hurting for us, but the shift that's happening right now, in the future, hopefully I'll be able to like get what I want as far as family.
Well, you know what? Men who take a long time for love, they waiting to see if she's sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody said. We're waiting to see if you sure.
Yeah.
Men who take a long time.
I'm waiting to see if women as a whole in their culture are sure.
You only need
and
one.
are ready for this. I'm just saying,
Well, you single, you don't need one.
I was saying,
you on tour.
I was saying, we Africans, man, we supposed to be able to have as many women as we can afford.
I ain't say that, y'all. I did.
I said it.
That's once again. That's freeze.
You know what? I think that could be possible given. Like I said, if you just think about capitalism creeping into everything, bro, it's
like
even in marriage, the institutions that we call marriage and how it came about and why we do the things that we do is all money.
Yes.
It's all money.
Tell me the feeling of the tour, though. Tell me the feeling of performing and.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro.
Packed house.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm a keyboard player, bro. So when it comes to like singing and all that shit, bro, I got some ways to go. But check it though, nigga, I'm getting so much better every night. And for me,
you said better.
I love
like
that.
Scare me.
For me, like seeing people who on the tour, like Michaela Janae and Baby Rose and Ari. So like, you know, I produce for Ari. So I already know how cold Ari is. Yeah. It's just to even be in that number gives me the confidence, like, okay, I'm supposed to be here, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, now for me, it's a whole new frontier because I've been a keyboard player, producer. I ain't never had to really, I did a tour before with Boss, but stepping out so stepping out like this though, in this arena seems way more bigger and it seems like it's way more on the line. And it's all because of the music that I'm doing and presenting that to my people. Like this tour, and it's everything that black people want. It's really black. It's really for black people.
Ryan, what you been overseas?
Yeah.
How's what favorite part?
For my soul is Africa.
Okay.
Like, for my soul, Africa.
Can I tell you something? And I don't care what anybody says, because I'm a music junkie. Europe is got a lot of badass artists, dude.
Yeah.
They got some soul over there. They got it from us.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which don't matter. But yeah, they got some.
But you know what they have that we don't have? Is a real deep appreciation for real music.
It's no pride.
That's
It's no I'm on this jock. It's no I'm grouping.
Yeah.
It's we love you.
Yes, and that's why their music, their soul music, and their R&B scene is able to flourish over there, heavy, and even reach over here. You know, because they have a culture and a society that doesn't shun them from doing it. It says, we're open to whatever it is. It's a culture of Europeans who really don't really make really.
I went to the Penthouse in. You been to London?
Yeah.
You been to the Penthouse? The 4-4 Club downtown?
Yes.
I said, dude, if I closed my eyes, I was in New York City, dude. Having a ball.
Yeah.
The DJ was jamming us. I'm like, I see why they eating in America, dude. This is where the money coming from. Yeah.
They love us.
Yeah.
In other places. I mean,
Paris too.
I know people who went over there just to get their money up to come back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
people that so-called played over here is eating like crazy over there.
What?
Hands down.
Yeah. And old school hip hop too.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the backpack unit, like the slums and the commons, not common, you know what I'm
talking. Yeah.
I mean, like that lane.
I think,
man, they can go over there and sell out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
I think I saw a fucking thing in Copenhagen for De La Soul. I was like, De La Soul's in Copenhagen?
It probably sold out.
That's normal.
Bet they was sold out.
That's normal. But you know what? I used to think like that till I start saying, well, damn. Coldplay come over here.
Yeah.
The Beatles came over here, and I ain't comparing the artists, but I'm like, look at all those European bands from over. You know what I mean? Jungle. Yeah.
Hey, I listen to people. I tell my artists, man, all artists coming up, if you can, and if you really like not feeling America or whatever, go to Africa.
That's true.
Go to Africa and really start to go and do music over there, and they will love you like no other. Like it's people that chime in from Africa on the Dreamville. They're so positive. They love everything. Like Boss is like he can't walk through the streets.
Wow, for real?
Boss, yeah, like
man, I like him, but it's like I'm just thinking like he could walk down Detroit right now and people will be like, "Oh, who is
thank God for the internet," because if it wasn't for the internet, and books, people would think Africa looks like Roots.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's some Africa that look like Greenfield.
But but you know what? But you know what it is though? It's because it's also media driven too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying
they don't want to show us
not all jungle.
No, I'm just saying it's
streets, malls, and oceans.
I'm saying it's media driven that they don't want it to see
anyone that's willing to believe something like that in this day and age,
it's dumb.
It's just not even dumb. You just really half-assing your whole culture. You just really half-assing like yourself. How can you believe such a thing? You know, coming from one of the most civilized nations.
Right.
That's what we get. That's what we get everything.
But you know what's funny? That people forget? There is no country called Africa.
Right.
It's
not. It's a continent.
Yeah.
A continent comprised of many countries.
I'd be like, dude, there's no country called Africa.
Yeah.
Right.
You can go to Egypt and be in Africa.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I'm just speaking on Africa Africa as a whole. Like everything literally comes from Africa, from every place in Africa.
Facts.
Everything that we know today.
Africa is the ghostwriter for America.
Africa the ghostwriter for the world. Right. For the world.
For the world, man. I mean, but you know that we were here a long time though.
Yeah.
before. Like if you just really look at it, white people and the Europeans, they've been running this shit for about 800 years. The world has been in existence for a really long time.
Jason, you're missing out.
And who you think was running all this shit? Like
Exactly.
Where we even get the Italian, French, where we get all the languages from, the love languages, we get those from Africans. All that technology in Kemet or Egypt, as people talk about it, we get that from the Dogon.
Yep.
And that was way, way before. So it was definitely and the Dogon is a tribe in Africa that apparently they knew about the stars, they knew about planets, they knew about all this shit that we're just now getting to know about.
I could live my whole life being African, but I want my lasagna, spaghetti, and pizza.
They got that there.
No, we didn't touch that. I already know that.
No, we got that.
I let them have that.
No, what I'm saying, I said you can get that there though. You know what I'm saying?
In Africa?
Yeah.
Pizza is terrible in Rome.
Oh, you told me that.
It is the worst.
Yeah, he told me.
Because they don't do it like they
They're
do
like
it.
donuts.
Yeah.
They just sit there. Yeah, there is no let me get. Yeah, meat lovers. No.
Just take what you get.
Oh, no.
Wow. We Americanized. We made it better.
Americanized, yeah. Pizza is
Capitalism has crept in the pizza.
Man, I gotta admit, dog, it was refreshing hearing your views and everything, man. Like I listened to your album and like I said, listen to everything. I'm like, dude got some knowledge up here and he doing his thing, man.
I didn't meet your partner.
Yeah,
this is my business partner, Sandrine.
I doing that.
Oh, we were on the thread.
Yeah. You did, yeah.
She's very smart.
Yes, it did.
I mean, I'm not going to say why, but she's very smart. She can count really well.
Is that a TMI?
No, it was just a little joke.
She's nice.
Oh, man.
She drinks, so she's my friend.
Right,
Yeah.
your friend, right.
She's the nicest.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
She meet
man.
Jay Hill.
Yes, it did.
Huh?
Detroit. He's a Detroit artist.
How you doing,
Jay Hill
brother?
was
Yeah.
good, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Jay Hill
Swiss
back
Army
up in the
guy.
joint.
He's a photographer.
Army.
Yeah.
Shooting movies.
Oh.
Writing movies.
He just does everything.
Yeah.
I saw him with the
Army
camera. I was just like, oh, he just, okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
just doing
indeed.
that.
Yeah.
So what's hood with Detroit? Like,
Okay.
what's going on right now? Cause I'm,
Gentrification.
okay.
Oh, please finish your question.
No. It's cool. It's cool.
Freeze was right.
because I'm gonna be real with y'all. We've been going to all these cities and I've been doing this. I've been touring for a long time, like
Okay.
a really long time. I mean, we started touring back in 2010 with J. Cole. I mean, really with Lauryn Hill. That was my first tour.
Sweet.
And then after
She was late all the time.
Yeah,
Not back then. Not when
she was late.
he said
Nah,
he's
she was
late.
late.
we went to see
2010
Lauryn
she was
Hill
late.
in we saw Lauryn Hill in the old Pine Knob.
And she
yeah.
could have been on time.
Yeah, but I saw her with the Fugees where you're performing tonight.
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel. It is the second.
He said that too.
It is the most. It might be the most crowded I ever seen that place. Between that and D12 record release party.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Very
that was
first
crazy.
party.
Yeah, that
You
was
know where
crazy.
you perform in the 90s where Eminem got started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But did you see 8 Mile?
Yeah.
That's-
Where
that's-
you're performing
that's St.
tonight
Andrews.
was
That's
where
it.
he choked at and where he won at.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where you perform.
It's historical.
Yes,
Rock
it
the
is.
bells.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
Rock the
Yeah.
bells. Oh,
Yes,
so,
it
yeah.
is.
Let's just ring the fucking.
You didn't, but honestly, you didn't know that?
I did not know.
And
that.
if you don't know,
Now you know.
Honestly, it said a shelter, but the first time I was like,
well, that's downstairs.
It's downstairs.
It's downstairs.
Oh,
That
but
down-
But it's the,
the
same
main-
thing. It's
the main-
upstairs.
yeah.
Yeah. That
Main
is
was
actually
in there,
where
yeah.
the downstairs is where the freestyles used
Yep.
to be.
wow.
And upstairs would be the party and stuff. Like on
Now,
Friday
upstairs,
nights,
yeah.
people it would be a
That's
DJ up there
legendary.
scratching, and then downstairs is everybody be rapping, battle rapping to each
Oh,
other.
that's fucking.
And on the
That's
legendary.
how
top
yeah.
floor, it was the freestyle battle.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking legendary.
Yes,
Oh, I gotta
yes.
say that shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, man. I love. You know what? The thing is, I'm just going around all these cities, man.
Make sure you
And-
sign the bathroom wall.
Oh yeah, you got to
Sign
Take
the
a marker.
bathroom
Sign the
Yeah.
bathroom wall.
You'll see. It's a lot of
When you go to St. Andrews, you'll see it.
Okay.
The
a
bathroom
marker.
stinks.
Okay.
Sign the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, our name on it. Huh? He said the shelter. So downstairs, yeah.
No. It's
but he
in
gonna be
St.
the main
Andrews.
floor. He in St. Andrews.
They in St. Andrews.
So they
It's
call
in-
the shelter.
The shelter's
Nah,
the basement.
it was a shelter at
Shelter's
first,
the
and then they
basement.
moved us to the
Yeah.
to upstairs.
They moved
Oh,
upstairs.
they got moved.
Yeah, they got
Got
moved.
moved.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to
Yeah.
perform at.
You
That's where
and
all
the
the
big
people
dog.
at. That's
Because
where
I
J.
was
Cole
just
was
getting
at.
ready
That
to
was
say,
dope.
like, I know that concert is getting ready to be, yeah. 'cause
Oh, that
they
motherfucker
moved it-
sold
They
out
moved to the.
again.
They moved it to the.
oh, it's going to be hot.
they moved
It's
it
going to be a dope, good genuine sweaty concerts.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
love
the
it like
real
that.
shit.
It's a
I
lot
like
of people.
it.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
intimate. It's really gonna be
Yeah.
intimate. Like you gonna
Come
you
home,
gonna
you
feel
need a
the energy
shower.
from them. You ain't gonna feel the energy from you. You gotta go, man. You gonna love it. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, I'm with that shit.
We had some great times at St. Andrews, so
Yeah.
it's not about us.
Oh
So,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Rest in peace, Proof. But he used
Oh
to
yeah, just
turn
to
that
murder
place
that
out.
joint.
You know
man.
Proof?
Yeah,
Yeah, he used to turn that place out, man.
Man.
Yeah, you like, and I think it was a church in its day.
Yeah, I think it was. That's why I call it St. Andrew. It used to be a church.
It was in
and
its
they converted
church in the day.
Yeah, like back. Yeah, like way back. Yeah,
And if you go across the street, you can get some nice wings. About
Sweetwater.
10 steps.
Sweetwater.
I mean, I'm pescatarian right now.
Okay.
This is shrimp.
Okay. I told him about to say that says pop.
I'm
That's
not-
that nigga shit. We would have bought pescatarian.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, you was about to say what's hood? So what else? Well, 'cause I was cracking the joke about the gentrification because
No,
it has
but-
changed.
Man, it's something going on in every city that I go to with the black community, and it's something that I really can't put my finger on. I hate to say shit like this in the news, but it's something that I really can't put my finger on, but it has something to do with not only gentrification, but population control, wages, what people get paid to go to work. Like when I talk to people as far as what they get paid, and community. And it's a lot of similarities between all these black cities. Like,
Facts.
and I'm trying to put my finger on, cause it ain't just gentrification. Like, but I will say this, that's everywhere too. Like,
Yeah.
every black city, every city that you go to, you talk to black people, that is the number one thing happening that everybody can agree upon. Like gentrification is happening in our neighborhoods. They're pushing us out, right? And they're changing the neighborhood.
Yep.
And they're moving. They're taking and moving away from the suburbs and moving back into the cities and pushing us out further and further and further and further. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is that going on? Because it was something I was reading, man, that said like all the jobs that the minorities do as far as black people go will be replaced by AI, artificial
robots and
intelligence,
stuff like that.
by like 2030 or 2050 or something like that. And I think all of us in this room will still be here, when that happens. And God willing,
Yeah.
and so it's something that's happening, just like we're going through this revolution with music and artists and technology. It's a revolution going on right now socially. And that's kind of why I'm getting ahead of the curve when it comes to talking about money
Yeah.
and what we do with our money, how we act when we don't have it, how our mindsets are when we do, and then knowing why we here and our relationship to money. And so it's just something that's really going on. That's real. It's beyond music. It's beyond beyond everything.
Yeah.
My thing with gentrification, or, if you want to be educated, you're going to swim. You're going to be all right. But if you go with the flow, you're going to drown.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If you just say, I'm just whatever, dog. I'm just going to go with the flow. Man, you're going to drown.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to be the one complaining at the end of the day. Why?
Yeah. And the only thing I hate about gentrification in Detroit is, man, we had it all. We had a black mayor, had a black city council. We had black everything, but we never owned our buildings downtown. We was renting.
Yeah.
And then everybody get mad. Well, they kicking
How was
us
that
out.
city council?
Yeah. Yeah. City council was horrible.
And you know what?
But back in the day,
and you know
to
what?
be honest.
As a result, like, all my friends, a lot of my friends are like, we always talk about, you should go to Detroit and buy something. But see, here's the thing though, in our culture, we'll all talk about that. And some of us will do it, some of us won't.
Yeah.
And it would just be a conversation.
Yep.
And where that
Talking.
conversation goes, we'll just be talking. Meanwhile, other people, and I don't want to make it about race, because to me it's not about race. It's about like where your mindset is and all that shit.
Wanting to be educated.
Yeah, exactly. And so these people, when they say, "Hey man, you see all this shit in Detroit?" Like
They come and
they
get
go, "Oh well, let's get that shit," and they implement a plan to get it.
Yep.
And I think that's for us. The next thing is how we get culturally. And I mean, I want to change everybody all they fucking wants.
Yeah.
But how can I change a little bit of people to where we get together and we say, "Hey man, they got shit in Detroit for sale." how can we get this money and get it and really implement it and go and get it. That's the thing I like about money and respect about it. You can build something in this country if you have money. There are other people in other countries that have money that cannot build that shit because their government is like, hell no, you ain't building shit. And we're going to kill your ass and take all your shit if you try to, too. We talk about gangster and like what's really going on.
All right, I got a question I want to ask you. How your digital publishing?
Okay. What about it?
Are you involved with that? Like, you got any advice for artists that have music out about getting it set up?
My advice to anyone when it comes to anything other than music, and we talk about music business, is to learn the business. What's that book? All you need to know about the music business.
Yeah. It's like on their 13th or 15th.
Yeah, they own a lot of editions, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something.
20 of them.
Man, my advice is just to really know about that shit. The less you know about it, the less you can monetize. That's the only thing. The more you know about music and publishing and everything else outside of music, the more you can monetize. It doesn't necessarily mean that your music is good or bad.
Everything going indie. I mean, even podcasts. I mean, you get this many YouTube hits.
Yep.
You gotta be ready to capitalize off that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and that's, to me, that's the future of like things. It's like, how do you monetize off of your talent or your skills or whatever in a real way to where it's not a middleman? Because see, our culture, we came in with the middleman already there. We everything we do, it's a middleman. It's not right to the top. You got to go through a system. You have to go through a certain set of checks and balances. Music business, no different. But now you have the opportunity though to own your own shit.
Right. True. I think that's getting eliminated.
Yeah, but the thing is though, now you're getting into music business. You can just put out a song, but then there's countless numbers of ways that record labels monetize off of music when it comes out. And I don't think a lot of people go about that. Even people that get admin deals, it's administration deals, and these people literally just get a piece of what you make to go get money for you. Like, if I knew how to do that myself,
I wouldn't need you,
right? But here's the thing, though. If you're the artist, you're not about to take the time it takes to do that.
Yeah.
You're not about to do that.
That's going with the flow.
That's going with the flow. The other thing is to learn about that shit and go get your money. If you put out music and people like it, there's a way to monetize off of that shit. It's just we have to be more of the culture that goes out and says, hey, man, let's go out and get this money, instead of saying, oh, I made this dope music, I should have so much money. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
who would you like to do a duet with? To just if you could do it tomorrow, female, woman.
If I could do a duet,
R&B, male and
besides Ari, because you already on tour, this gotta be somebody else.
it's a chick named Now. I
love her.
Georgia Smith.
Oh yeah, Georgia Smith, dope.
Her kicked in the door.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Her?
No, what's her name?
Oh,
Gabby.
Gabby. She kicked in.
I don't know her, but
the door.
Yeah.
I would love
to do something with her, man, because she's a musician.
Would you write it?
I don't care who wrote it. I could though. I'll write some shit. I'll write shit for her.
I would want to write that. Being that I know how to write, if I was you, I would write that.
Yeah. I'll write her something that'll
her and cause she only got like 2 duets.
Yeah.
Her and
Daniel Caesar.
Dope.
And there's another one too. What's the other dude sing? She had to do it with. Yeah,
I don't know.
I can't remember either. Yeah, you come to me later. But yeah, she's dope. And Georgia Smith, man, her shit dope too.
Yeah,
man.
shit dope.
Promote tonight. Where are we?
Tonight we are at St. Andrews Music Hall.
Yes.
Is it the music hall?
Oh,
St.
man, let Breeze do it, man.
It's actually just St. Andrews Hall.
You're going to end up late. He going to end up late.
I'm never late.
He going to end up at the Silver Dome.
It's formerly the Shelter. There you go.
The
So we're not at the Shelter.
No, y'all the main
We're
floor.
at St. Andrews.
You know what? It's kind of confusing, but it's accurate.
Yeah.
So somebody you was at the Shelter or St. Andrews,
They're going to be like, oh, I know where you at.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. But it really is St. Andrews. But
Yes.
the Shelter is downstairs.
Yes, on the show is Ron Gilmore, Michaela Janae, Baby Rose, and of course Ari Lennox.
Yep.
And we're gonna be there tonight, and we're gonna turn this shit out.
4 artists.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yes,
That's a show.
Yes.
yeah.
And it's called the Shea Butter Baby Tour.
Yeah.
It's sold out.
Yeah, it is.
I
sold
just
out.
saw that.
I'm the only dude up there, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say you only do it, ain't you?
I'm the only dude, bro.
You the Jack Tripper of the shit.
Jack Trip.
Yes.
Jack Tripper.
Yes. Come and knock at our door.
Jack had
Open the door like, hey, hello.
apartment full of women. He was the only guy.
Yes, the only dude
You
there.
can handle it.
Yo, yes.
You can
I love it, man. I set it off, man. I like burn sage on the stage and shit.
Oh,
man.
okay.
I set that shit off. Yeah.
Do you?
Oh yeah,
That's dope,
yeah,
man.
man. I keep it spiritual, you know.
The only guy.
The only.
It's like an
man.
orgy tour.
It is an orgy tour. I guess if you want to look, the Shea Butter orgy tour. I won tonight. I won with that shit. Save.
So that's we split that.
Yeah. So now we got to do another tour. Call it the Shea Butter orgy tour.
Put my name in fine print.
That's a whole
in the
nother.
clearance avant section.
Yes, that's a whole nother lineup, bro. That's
You
like
see the Black Godfather on Netflix.
I didn't see
I have
that.
not seen it yet, but I
Okay.
heard he
About
was the
to.
man.
I've been know about him.
I
You
did. I
did
know about
too?
him too, yeah.
Been know about him.
Damn, really?
He was like a black Ahmed Erdogan, if you know who that was. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that
but
is.
yeah, I was taught to know about the nobodies in music. Who was
Who
the
actually
somebody?
who actually doing the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, you know what? I like being like that too. I would love to be the Godfather figure type that nobody knew.
Yeah.
But,
It takes a lot of humbleness to do that. If you don't give a shit about being on camera, that's the guy to be.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are the people to be. The Clives.
Hell
the,
yeah.
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 Or like my man Mike Tedros, who would executive produce like all Eddie Murphy's films and shit.
Yeah.
He can walk down the street right now. He's a fucking billionaire
The
and no
Benny
one knows who he
Medina-
is.
That's
Benny
the way to be.
Medina.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what-
I'd rather be that.
I'd rather be that. Hell yeah.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
I tell you what. After with my album, the Talking album, you just heard 2 songs. I got it split up into 3 EPs.
Okay.
So this first one coming out is all about money. One is about love, and the other one's called Resolution.
Okay.
After I put out the resolution part, then I'll be willing to go less camera because I'm talking some real black. What we need to do to get to the next.
Yeah.
And I already can see what's going to come with that.
Where'd you rock last night?
Last night we were in Chicago at the House of Blues.
House of Blues, HOB, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Hey, bro,
That's
hey,
awesome.
hey, man, Chicago they really like, all right, what you got?
Right, yeah,
But
yeah.
you just did 2 R&B nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah.
from 70 years of R&B nation, you know?
Yeah. Like,
You just went
straight up.
from Curtis Mayfield's bathroom back, I'm talking about backyard,
Right.
to Marvin Gaye's backyard, to
Yeah.
Barry Gordy's, I'm sorry.
Very good, right.
Yeah, you just went from, what's...
Marvin from DC. I got to do it. I got
Well,
do Marvin
born,
He's
technically,
yeah.
technically.
He was raised in Detroit,
But he was
though.
a D-boy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
always
was a
raised in
D-boy.
Detroit.
Technically, you're right. Because technically, none of the Temptations were born there. They were all born down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I always tell people,
Well,
Detroit, Chicago, and Philly, shut up after that.
okay.
Well, you know what? I got to give Memphis a little pop, though, because you know
Memphis got something, because they had
Memphis
Stax
got-
Records.
That was
Not with
Stax
those
Records.
3.
Stax Records was leading up to it. You got Isaac Hayes. You know what I'm saying? What's my man
Sam
name?
and Dave.
Sam and Dave.
Yeah, but Gambling Her, Philly.
Oh yeah, I said that. That's what I
Yes.
said. But I thought you got to put Memphis in it just cause.
Frankie Beverly.
I
Philly.
think. I mean, I'm from Tennessee, so
Right.
you know.
Yeah, right. That's
But I mean, you
my
know.
mom from Tennessee, and I went to school in Tennessee, so you
No,
know I'm
okay.
always going.
You had Elvis.
Oh man,
Fuck
hey,
outta here.
the Colonel stole the black music.
Fuck
I
outta
don't care what nobody say. The boy could sing.
Hey, the boy.
I don't care what he was not garbage.
No, I used to never say that.
Yeah, he was not garbage.
But
yeah.
the Colonel stole his music.
we're going to win this race.
We're going to win this race.
I don't know about that.
He said, what's that? Lemonade.
Now,
What's I know about that shit?
is near. Sorry.
Man.
I mean, he's a great guy.
Wait. So can I take suggestions? Like, what song should I open up the show with? It got to be something that's
Do you
like,
know the words to if we name everything?
I don't know, but we'll see. I might
You
know.
know any Aretha?
Ooh, that would be tight.
I know some Aretha.
If you open it to Aretha, especially, that would be.
But
dope.
I mean, it's Aretha though.
I mean,
You
still
know
think it's
Cruising,
on it?
Smokey Robinson, the greatest
Yeah.
songwriter in R&B history.
You think you just said, is he better than Leon Ware?
Leon Ware don't have he doesn't have the
He
catalog.
does
Wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to say then? Norman Whitfield.
Norman was bad.
Yeah,
Norman
he's
was
better-
a bad boy.
he's better than
I
Smokey.
don't think Norman was from Detroit though. Oh, we just saying period.
Yeah, I'm just talking about in Motown because he wrote for Motown.
Norman produced more than he wrote.
Yeah. Well, no, he wrote. He wrote. Yeah. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Yeah. Remember, every time I love
he wrote when they had beards and shit.
Yeah.
And when they were crying. But
you know what I'm saying?
Well, Norman did Car Wash, Rolls Royce.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
You know what I love though? Now you make this right. You know he want that.
Norman did.
Oh yeah. Love no
vacancy.
That's Norman Whitfield. That's Norman Whitfield.
Yes,
that's Norman Whitfield, baby.
Yeah. That's Norman right there. That's a banger.
Yeah, but I still say Smokey Robinson's greatest songwriter of all time.
So should I do a Smokey Robinson? I don't want to do a Smokey Robinson song. But
D'Angelo killed it. He did kill it.
D'Angelo did
Hey,
that.
Smokey Robinson might be the group, but you ain't supposed to let nobody snap on your song like that. He snapped on his ass. Jay Dilla's from Detroit. That's to me. I was gonna just try to do something like that, but people might. I don't know. I feel like the kids in the crowds. I be doing older songs. They be like, "Nah, we don't know that shit." So I'm like, I kind of want to just kind of make a connection tonight.
Jay Dilla would be tight.
Younger kids and that, and they be knowing about that.
They know about the Motown shit though. Motown is timeless. That's one of the things that if you did do Smokey Robinson or Marvin Gaye hit, they gonna know here. Not everywhere,
Ever
but
heard
here.
of Better Made chips? Seriously.
Better Made.
No.
This Detroit brand chips, man.
Iconic.
Detroit brand.
Can I get the?
Yeah.
All right, barbecue.
I guess, yes.
Is it time to go?
It's about that time.
Yeah, I go on at 7:30. So
No problem. All right. Yep, let's go ahead
You got
and do
50
that.
minutes.
All right, cool.
Ryan, I got to say, it was a pleasure to meet you. And how do you know DJ Ray? Kyle Ray?
Huh?
Was it you who knew DJ? Who?
No.
George.
Yeah,
was
Gio.
George. I want to thank Ray and George for hooking this
Thank
up.
Gio, yeah.
Man. This is great.
Yeah, Gio did it. He just tried. Shout out to
This is Ray's
Gio.
uncle right here.
Oh, word? Oh, wow.
Man, I got to say thank you for coming through, man. It was a refreshing and great interview. Learning a lot more about you as an artist and as a
you're
person,
smart.
man. Man, I wish you all the success. I can't wait to hear the talk. You said talking is going to be this EP. It is going to be talking. No.
It's going to be the Talking EP and Money. It's going to be one of the suites.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice, man. I'm going to put it out at the end of this tour, man.
Okay. All right. I'll be
The
definitely.
Shea Butter Tour.
Shea Butter Orgy Tour.
Right. Gilmore Jr.
That's
baby.
$1 for me.
Gotta tell them again where they can check your stuff out at.
Oh, yeah.
You can check it out everywhere. Just look me up, Ron Gilmore Jr. Okay, I'm on like Spotify, Apple. I'm on every fucking thing, man.
Yes.
And just check me out, Ron
And
Gilmore.
buy it
Jr.
from the iTunes before iTunes closed. Don't be just downloading shit from Apple
man,
Music.
that's fucked up.
Yes.
What do y'all think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I think something else is gonna bring out. They got to bring something else out. Man.
I'm gonna be
They
sick.
got to. They got
That
to.
shit's closing, bro. That means that $9.99 is over.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be sick.
I'm gonna be sick too.
Unless they make Apple Music more like Tidal. I mean, that's still gonna be kind of whack though.
I don't know if y'all ever get the you know when you do a record and they send you your publisher, you get the sheet to show you where your money
it
comes
came from, right?
Boy, I've produced Ville Mentality. And I got a little nice percentage of that song, man. And I look at the plays, bro, like 10, 40 million, 10 million plays, bro.
Yeah, and you get
That
like
shit.
4,000.
Yeah, you got like 2,000,
Yeah,
$96.
yep.
I was like, it's millions, though.
Told you, right?
It's millions.
Dog.
Millions. I got a nice percentage. Millions.
Yes.
And like, you're like 4G.
Right.
I really got two. I got two.
Keep
from
working.
somebody.
You got it.
Oh, nah, man. Money ain't gonna be my thing, man. The universe gonna hold people like me up.
For sure.
100%, boy.
But it's still, even with that one,
I'ma get
way
that money.
streaming is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like you said, with streaming, I own all my publishing, dog. And like I said, I had 15,000 spins, and that mother can't be like $280. I'm like, what the fuck? 15,000?
I want to thank Ron Gilmore. I want to. This show is tonight. I
Thank you,
believe
guys.
it's gonna rock.
Yes,
It's gonna be
indeed.
stupid. It's sold out, so you got gonna stub up if you plan on going tonight.
Right. Or try to sneak in. Y'all know how to sneak in.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't steal it! Yeah, don't do that.
Just get a wristband and we just walk you in.
Ron said it. Looks like Freeze, Jason, and Marty are going to the show.
Just
tonight.
get walked in. Just get
I
walked
want
in
to
and
see
go
Dave
to the
Chappelle
crowd.
tonight.
I want to go see that. I love Dave Chappelle.
We out of here. This was great, man. I wish you the best.
Thank you guys
success,
for having
man.
me so much, man.
Man, yo, it's our
You got
pleasure.
a hell of a mind on you, man. Not a brain. You got a hell of a mind on
Man,
you.
well, in the
man.
future, I would love to come back.
Oh, we
talk
definitely
more.
have you back.
Come on.
We got to. Yeah.
Come on.
Every time I come.
But anytime.
Okay.
You and your good buddy over there. Come with only 2 boxes. It's going to be some shit.
Y'all want this?
We eat Popeyes.
Y'all want this? I got some shit right here. I ain't touched it yet.
I'm straight, bro.
No, go ahead, man. We cool. We cool with these Better Made chips, man. I wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank
You're
you,
gonna
guys,
be great,
man.
man. God bless you.
God bless you too, man.
DJ Freeze, Jay Hill, Shop Talk Studios. We over and out. Get y'all ass down to St. Andrews.
Tonight.
Holla.
See ya.
Holler. That was.
Thank you for listening to the Corner Pocket Podcast. You can follow us at Corner Pocket Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, iHeartRadio, and all podcasting mediums.